Hello everybody and welcome to the Mr. Monster YouTube channel. I am your host, as always, Mr. Monster. Today we are going to be reacting to our unexplainable night at Crescent Hotel with Kallmekris Selinaspookyboo by Sam and Colby. So, Sam and Colby, Kallmekris and Selinaspookyboo, they all do kind of ghost hunting content, I would call it. Not that for Kallmekris and Selinaspookyboo, I don't think that's their main thing, but for Sam and Colby it is. So with Sam and Colby, a lot of their stuff is kind of easily debunked. You know, typically when you combine the word ghost hunter and YouTuber together, it usually means whatever you're going to watch is going to be very fake. Or if not fake, often very easily explainable and otherwise kind of annoying. And we're not going to be watching the whole thing. We're only going to be watching some sections of it, or specifically one section of it, so that I can give some rational explanations for things that are happening and are otherwise pretty explainable.
No, Chris,
what the fuck did you just say?
Wait, no, you're good.
Chris, what'd you see? Chris, what'd you see?
Holy shit.
You're gonna cry, you yeah. Oh my god.
Are you serious? Wait, what'd you see?
What the
So if you notice, they're all using a very intense, high-tone kind of YouTuber voice. It generates more of a reaction. They put in the sinister music in the background, and it makes everything that much more creepy. I mean, adding a creepy element to a lot of this stuff generates more than you would think it would in terms of just kind of freaking people out.
That was fucking insane.
What did you do?
Literally somebody standing in the window in her room.
Holy shit.
Okay. So in this scene right here, or this section, I should say, they are outside the hotel and they look up and they look at the hotel room of Kallmekris, and they see somebody in her room, or at least she does. Now, mistaken imagery is not a new concept. So, for example, there was a portion in my life after I had gotten a brain injury where I used to get after images when you look at a light and you still see the light even when you look away for sometimes minutes to hours at a time. And that can easily lead you thinking you're seeing something or someone that's not there. So this one's quite easily explainable. I'll go over some other theories as we continue on.
Yo, are you okay, dude?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be fine.
Her emotional reaction, albeit understandable, also adds a feeling of sincerity to it.
Oh my.
What?
Sorry.
What?
No fucking way.
I'm really scared.
I didn't see anything personally.
No, it's not. No, it's
You
not.
used to see them though?
Yeah, when I was younger. But
This has been a long time.
Only twice.
And it
So when I was growing up, I used to think I saw ghosts all the time. It was on my mind all the time. I really loved the movie Ghostbusters. So it's not completely out of the frame of reference to just have a psychological trick played on yourself.
just having to get. What are the odds?
Well, if you want.
I haven't seen anyone like freak out like that.
Okay, you weren't ready. No, you're here, but at the same time, you're never ready.
It's one thing to like want to see something, but then when it actually happens, it's different.
No, it was very, very different.
Yo.
It was Michael. It was like not. That wasn't a woman.
But Michael was 17. If this was like a taller man,
But floor 2 was his. That's his floor.
That's his floor?
That's his floor.
Oh shit.
What if he's?
So one thing that happens a lot in these style of ghost hunting YouTube videos is they often will latch on to whatever story that the place is trying to sell. In this case, it appears to be around a 17-year-old boy on that specific level. And it just adds an air of legitimacy to a lot of these things when there's not a total forefront of evidence to suggest that this is actually the case.
Waiting in the room.
Yo, oh my god.
We're gonna cast some things out of there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, holy. Put that camera.
That's crazy.
We're going to fast forward a little bit
Downstairs,
here.
maybe, you know, the spirits can't leave. They know that that's your room. They know that we're coming out here because they heard us. And they, like, literally came to see what we were doing. Nothing's here is, like, evil, though, which is great.
I mean, I don't believe in most of this stuff. I'm a skeptic. And so when she's saying a lot of this stuff, I mean, you can emotionally charge yourself to think a lot of things. I mean, a lot of kids believe in absolutely crazy things, and a lot of people who are more emotionally intelligent as adults can trick themselves into thinking quite a lot.
Just a little gropey, man.
Kind of are more empathic. I'm
Shit, dude. No, there's an animal.
Oh,
There's an
okay.
animal, but it's
Morris.
reverse. You just gotta get.
Just got on.
And
He just moved. No, I didn't touch that.
And then we can come in after.
Okay.
What the fuck was that?
What? This?
No, my fucking key just moved. No, I didn't touch that.
I thought you touched that.
I didn't. Wait.
So there's a multitude of explanations in this video. Personally, I don't really think any of these guys fake their content. I do think they do what a lot of people do, which is hype themselves up to such an extreme manner that it makes everything seem even more intense. So even though it's not necessarily something that is happening, to them it feels real.
Wait, no, I literally thought you just
What the fuck just?
Dude, I have chills all over my body.
Also, at this point in the video, Kallmekris is already in a more emotional state, considering she thought she saw someone in a room, which is very scary, and the key just moved itself within the lock. So there are a lot of explanations for the actual movement of the key. First and foremost being, old locks suck. Sometimes they just move. There's a lot of case scenarios where, I've had doors open on their own. It's not completely out of the realm of possibility that the lock just kind of sucks, and so it unturns itself.
I heard it.
I heard that too. No, I literally thought you were holding it.
It felt like somebody was going like. I heard that.
100%.
In the way that she's showing it, in the way that she's showing it as well, it shows that it's going down with gravity rather than it being opposed to gravity as an uplift.
Holy shit, you do not have to do this.
No, it's fine.
So I don't remember putting this lamp on, but when I saw whatever the fuck.
So another thing that's very weird to me in a lot of these is they are actively running hotels when they go in to do these things, and then they'll be like, this light turned on, this thing got moved. There are cleaner staffs that come in and move things around, so it's not, again, completely out of the realm of possibility for them to come in and move stuff around.
Whatever the heck I saw, it was standing out in the middle of the room, almost like on the table, like right here. And it was as tall as like the middle of this windowsill, which is probably about like 6 feet, probably like 6'2".
The other problem is there's going to be light refraction, so there's always the possibility she was just standing at the perfect angle to see somebody in the window for a light refraction.
6'3". I don't know.
It's like a real no. Have you ever seen her like this?
I've never seen Chris like this in my life. She is genuinely affected right now. No, I feel bad, dude. I feel bad. That was just a joke. Like, you come in there.
Oh my god, okay. Let's just go in the bathroom.
I've seen this before, and if I remember correctly, something happens in the bathroom.
I think we're good.
Are you good?
Yeah, we're good. Good. You okay? Yeah, everything's good. Everything's fine.
Did you see anything weird?
No, I'm good. It was like here.
That tall?
Yeah, because it was far back in the room.
Because we were down there.
It was passing super fast.
No, that makes sense. It was just like there.
Standing there.
Yeah.
See out over this light.
I was just thinking that. He was trying to make himself seen. Holy fuck.
Fuck. You were just talking to somebody here? Because we could have sworn we heard like two voices.
Oh, I was talking to myself. Whispering.
Did you hear that voice?
No, I didn't hear another voice.
Okay, two voices.
What the fuck were you recording?
Yeah, we were recording out there too.
Okay, I didn't hear that.
It's a hotel with thin walls. Hearing two voices would not be out of the realm of possibility by any stretch. As well as the fact that I'm listening to this on headphones right now, and I clearly hear an echo in the room. It's very easy to hear two voices when there's only one person speaking.
Because I was talking to myself and I was just, I can't remember what I said. I was just explaining how tall I I didn't find.
Holy shit, that was intense. What the fuck?
It's like a 10:30.
We just started the investigation. Oh my god. It did say it was like the most haunted hotel in America for a reason.
Did anybody turn this on
No
like this?
way.
How do you work this light? Now it's not working. It's like broken.
It's not working.
No way!
Okay, that explains it even more. If it's a finicky light, no wonder it would turn on its own. It kind of reminds me of when they use flashlights in these investigations. I think they call them mag lights, where they teeter it on the verge of blinking, and so it turns on all on its own. But the problem with that is that if you've ever watched an episode of Ghost Files, which is another YouTube channel on the Watcher channel, YouTube show, I should say, they explain that the lights turn on and off all on their own anyways. So if you want it to actually be any sort of proof, it has to be quite timely, because you're putting it on the point where connection can be made for electricity. So it's not completely out of the realm of possibility for something to just turn on, especially if it's in a finicky electrical position. I mean, that's kind of the nature of a lot of old buildings in general.
It's broken after that.
Oh my god.
None of us did this.
That just shows because we couldn't even do
This
it.
wasn't on.
Are we sure it wasn't on?
I don't know. We have to watch footage back.
While we investigate, if it was there, then maybe we should set the camera right here and try to get as much of the room as possible into the mirror and into there.
Before we start investigating, check this out. Remember what it looked like before? We're in a cloud.
We are in fog. Whoa, it's so misty. It just looks like a goddamn horror movie.
Yeah, I mean, it adds to the fog and everything adds to the air of like creepiness to the environment for sure.
I don't have time to fuck around. I don't have time to joke, okay? It was turning while I had it in my hand.
Is that thing?
Why is that?
It's cold, but this is on.
I literally just watched you turn that off.
I just turned it off.
Yeah.
The flashlight was off.
And it just turned
I walked towards this, and then it's like cold.
So this is another thing. They often find coincidences that make stuff that they say have an air of truth to it, even though there's almost like no any way to prove a lot of these things. Technology goofs. I mean, I've had times where my camera just shuts off on me. I mean, it's just the way tech is nowadays.
So to continue.
Yeah. This is great. This doesn't happen like this as a contract. The crystal dining room.
This looks beautiful. Whoa, funny that you said that. That is like a main trigger here.
All right, let's fast forward a bit
Basically,
here.
those go off if you see any motion. This is a REM pod, so if you get close, it will buzz.
Mind you, REM pods have multiple avenues in which they can be turned on. Cat balls, I don't think are scientific in any regard because it's just something that lights up when it moves. Do you know how many times things just move in my house on a regular basis because gravity exists? Things are placed precariously. I mean, a lot of things just happen from air movement alone. So when they rely on these things that are very subjective, especially when there's just uneven flooring, I mean, unless you're going in there with actual measurements to make sure there's no airflow and then putting down a level constantly on every single surface you put these devices on, cat balls seem really unuseful in my opinion.
Especially when it touches it. No, imagine.
Oh my god! Yo!
She was just right next to it. She walked.
Wait, was that you? No. Oh my god, what the fuck? Oh my, oh, that's Selena.
No, that one.
What was that?
Fuck you guys. Let's ask.
This is not fucking ball. But that was not. That's so far. That was what, 15 feet away from us?
Oh my god!
That one has always had problems.
Oh my god!
Wait, these things don't just like randomly glitch. It's not like, it's not working.
Like, except like cat toys. Like,
I don't know, man. I mean, things just move. That's a big concept that I don't like from a lot of these type of ghost videos, is that unfortunately the world is not perfect. They're not doing this in a laboratory setting. And because you're not removing alternate variables, there's multiple variables at play at any given time. If you just leave everything open-ended all the time and don't control for any of the other extenuating circumstances, then you're always going to get a result, and it's just constant confirmation bias, which is when you already have a preconceived notion and it's proving your point over and over again. Me personally, I'm not against the idea of ghosts. I don't have like a moral or religious obligation to be against it, but I find the lack of evidence, especially amongst YouTubers, to be very uncompelling and unpersuasive. But anyways, I'm not doing this to mock or be rude to Sam, Colby, Kallmekris, or Celinaspookyboo. I actually like their content. I think it's fun. I just would not take it in any scientific standing ever. Anyways, that's going to do it for my video today, you guys. If you like reaction style content, I have other reaction videos. If you like videos where it's a scary story, I have written multiple scary stories on my channel. Go check them out on my channel and just keep clicking on stuff that you enjoy, and let me know what type of content you like, what type of content you don't like. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below, and as always, I am Mr. Monster, and I am out.